Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we are starting on a brand new region, the Unove region of Pokemon Black 1. I know I said this in the last episode as well. Well, in the last in the last actual YouTube episode. Pokemon Platinum, I didn't know much about. I knew about some of the starters and legendaries and stuff like that. I don't know a thing about this region, this generation at all. The only thing I have spoiled for myself so far is, once again, the level caps for the gym, which I needed to for the challenge. I tried to avoid looking at the type-ins and stuff like that, so all that will be a surprise. And the only other thing is the starters. I wanted to look at their final evolutions to see which one looked the best, to be honest. And I think when we get to it, I think you will be pleasantly surprised by who I pick. Or maybe you won't. But here we are good to go. And let's get into this. Oh no, maybe not. So it seems the same as the last game. We have two separate rivals in this generation. We have Bianca and what was his name? Cherin? I'm gonna go with Cherin. I don't know if it is Ch or Sh, but we're gonna go with Cherin for now. And now it's time for our starter. Now, typically, if you've watched any of my previous episodes, you will know I always favour the fire types. And this region is different. We are going grass type. The final evolution of this Snivy looks to be, in my opinion, the best of the three. The water one looks quite good as well, but I'm assuming there's going to be plenty of chances to catch water types in this region. Whereas grass types could be a hit and miss. Same with the fire types as well, but I can work around not having a fire type better than I can work around not having a grass type. So we're in our first fight. This one doesn't count yet, obviously, with the challenge has not actually started. But it looks like Bianca is going to be our easy rival, as she picks the starter that is weak to mine. So that means Cherin is going to be the challenge throughout this challenge. This fight is very simple enough. As I say, we'll just skip on through. The challenge hasn't started yet, so we will just get these over and done with. And we have completely destroyed our room. Nice. Thanks for that, Bianca. Real good friend you are. Whoa, what happened? What do you mean what happened? We had a damn Pokemon battle in my bedroom. What do you think was going to happen? Cherin has healed both of our Pokemon, so I'm guessing he wants to fight now as well. Looks like it, yep. Okay, so here we go. So Cherin has obviously picked the fire type, which is the Tepig. And as long as we win this, we already have ourselves a free level. Let's rush on through. He's got a crit, so it looks like I've lost. Unless he just goes for tail whips now. Maybe it's hard-coded that we win. Seems to be the way. And that is it. Our first free level. Nice. Thank you very much. And so Snivy, now let's have a look at your stats. You are a physical attacker which I imagine will be fine. The grass moves. I think Vine Whip and Leaf Blade and all that. Not Leaf Blade, what's it called? Vine Whip. Yeah, Leaf Blade, yeah. Razor Leaf is what I actually meant. That seems to be... I think they're both physical, so we should be fine there. As you can see, I've set up my rare candies. Well, I've got the rare candies set up. And is there anything on the PC? Doesn't seem it. We're going to do a quick save because another thing I have prepped for every run going forward, actually, but we'll start with this one, is if you saw the last stream, every time I click off the emulator, for some reason it tries to crash, or it does crash, so just for safety I've saved, but let me now just pull up, you guys won't see this, but I have got a nice handy cheat sheet of... Okay, we haven't crashed this time. That's nice. Might have just been a platinum issue. But we have set up a nice handy cheat sheet for the natures. So Adamant Nature is special attack up and special attack down. So... And, of course, when I set up this cheat... Well, there's colours. Okay, so red is good, blue is bad. Red being good is a little counterintuitive in my eyes, but... And also, just thinking about it, of course, this time I prep a cheat sheet for the natures to know what they actually do. The game has now just made it clear. So, that was a waste of time. Luckily, it wasn't long. All I did was just copy and paste from Google. But, that is a bit annoying. So, we can safely get rid of that now. And instead, I will now, just to be safe, will have my cheat sheet of level caps for the gyms up and ready to go. We've got an X-Transceiver, that's basically going to be our phone. Before we go anywhere, let's put the text speed on fast, battle mode onto set. And there we go. Doesn't seem to be a way to change the frame. But no matter. So we have our Snivy. Ability is Overgrow, kind of expected. I think basically every starter leads with that. Well, has their own version, of course. And this is a very nice looking game. It runs very smoothly as well. Now, through most of this, I'm going to try to... Well, through fights at least, I'm going to try to remember to turn speed up off. Because I feel like that was what cost me a lot of my Pokemon in the last run. And it's more so, especially with this gen, with me not knowing the Pokemon. I assume the typings will be fairly obvious, but not knowing what each Pokemon does and stuff like that, we best play it a bit safer than we normally would. So this will be a bit of a slower run, but hopefully we can do this first try. Nickname for Snivy. You are a snake, so we are going to turn you into Cobra. Now, I'm hoping you guys can't hear this. I've turned it off in OBS, so as long as it's not doing anything dodgy, we should be fine. But I've actually given myself some music for this run. At the minute, it is the Halo soundtrack, because one of the best soundtracks of any video game franchise ever. But I've also gone for it just in case that it is picking it up. I believe we should be fine copyright wise, so that will avoid any of those issues, hopefully. I should be, instead of talking, I should be paying attention here. I'm not exactly sure what. I'm assuming there's nothing important going on. This is just like get you into the game. But yes, so if I'm talking a bit louder or at some random points I start talking a bit louder than normal, it's because I have turned it down, but it's still fairly loud. So if at a random point, yeah, I do start essentially shouting, it's because I can't hear anything. I've not been given Pokeballs yet, have I? No. Okay. And we are on the first route. And they've started again with these routes. This is just Route 1. This isn't Route 2 something or 3 or whatever. So this should make it hopefully a bit easier to... Oh, first new Pokemon is a Patrat. Looks to be this generation's Rattata. So hopefully that means we get a first route flying type as well. I'm assuming there is a first route bird as well as the rat. That's typically how these games go. And I am hoping for the bird. That is the catch tutorial taken care of, just in case you've never played a Pokemon game before in your life. And our first set of Pokeballs. The challenge has begun. Now, you two go away. I have some Nuzlocking to do. Yes, yes, yes. Go away, go away. And our first encounter is a... It is the Rattata. Okay. I mean, it will do. Maybe these, being a new generation, maybe they've upped these guys' power. We nearly one-shot that. That would not have been good to start off with. But let's put that to perfect health. Let's get this thing caught. There we are. Yes, so as I was saying about the music, if anyone is in here, if you can let me know whether you can hear it or not, and if you can, if it's too loud, or if I'm too loud, or just in general, what are the volume levels? I have not really changed anything since yesterday, so the game and voice levels should be fine. But you never know. Something could have gone wrong overnight, seeing as OBS seems to have gone wrong itself. It updated the other week, or sometime last month now, and now I can't record separate audio tracks for actual recordings, which is fun indeed. Now, as I did with the Platinum Randomizer, Nuzlocke, early doors we are going to be training the Pokemon ourselves just to get some free EVs and stuff like that. And especially with this new generation, it'll help me get used to, or get to know, should I say. Okay. Well, there we go. First death of the run. We are already one Pokemon down. That is fantastic. You love to see it. Well, yeah, so that happened. I didn't even check this guy out. A Lax Nature, which is more defense, less special defense. Well, we both know that's a lie, seeing as it just died to one shot. But it's going to be one of them type of games, I see. Oh, this is another new first route encounter. We could have got our own little dog. which I assume probably would have been better than that stupid rat. But we're already one Pokemon down. Fantastic. It's going to be one of them kind of generations. I can't wait. I have, as I went over in the intro, there is no prep sheet for this one. In the sense of, like, find a Pokemon on this route, because just like I did with the base run of Platinum, I want the first run through to be as normal and as what everyone would kind of experience on the first run. I don't want to like cheat myself too early on. Now, Snivy isn't already nearly dead. You aren't going to want to fight, right? We can compare, but I've got one Pokemon now. Yeah, so the X-Transceiver, yeah, that is, of course, the phone. I do have to say, though, for some reason, a newer generation... Well, I suppose actually it makes sense. They update the hardware and everything. But this game is running very smooth. Very smooth, very nice. Now, as I say, never played this game before, so there will be a lot of exploration in this run-through. Just trying to go through all the houses in every village, town, city. See where gives me free items or potential trades. But first of all, actually, let's go drop off our first casualty. We'll go to the Pokemon Center, just in case you've never been to one. They've had a major rehaul. Yes, looks very nice. Everything's all on one floor now. I can't leave, apparently. Alright, let me heal. And this in the corner, is this... Have they moved the mart in here? Or is these items you can buy? Is there two shops now, basically? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, here we are. Now, this is the Pokemart in general. So they've moved it all into one building. That is nice and convenient, at least. So that's fine. And now let's drop off the dead rat. Let's move you. You only get 8 boxes. Not that that's going to matter in a Nuzlocke, but interesting. Goodbye, Patrat. You were absolutely useless, if we're being honest. Now, if I go into my PC, is there a free potion in here? Read Bianca's mail. Thank you for taking your time with match. It was so excited. I was moved. We should match together again. Is she special? Thank you for taking your time with match. Not with the match, with a match. It was so excited. Yeah, this girl is a bit of a special one. I don't imagine we'll be having many problems with her. You are healed, right? Yes. I would like to buy some extra Pokeballs as always. Get us up to 10. And 4 more potions, get us up to 5. That should be fine for now. I don't know if I said this in the intro, but it should be in the thumbnail and title. This is, of course, a hardcore run. So these items are fairly useless to start with. And let's get going. Sounds like something's going on in the plaza. Well, let's have a little look-see. Let's see what's going on. Oh. We have Getsis. I'm here representing Team Plasma. Okay, so this is this generation's Team Rocket. We've met them very early on in the run. I don't think we've met. Well, I suppose Platinum you meet Cyrus like basically instantly, don't you? But just to have the nemesis of the run so early on shown to you is a bit surprising. Well, they are Team Plasma. Question mark, your Pokemon. Just now, it was saying. And you two can't hear them either. How sad. Your name is N. Just N. Okay. You are a little edgelord by the look of it. Well, Mac, is it? Let me hear your Pokemon's voice again. Oh, gee. Okay, okay. Right, we have our first real fight. Luckily, he only has one Pokemon. And it is a Purloin. A little cat Pokemon. Level 7. We are also level 7, thankfully. Let's try a little Vine Whip. It looks to me like I out damage. So let's not get fancy with it. Let's just spam. Okay, looks like we won't now, though. We are still ahead, so let's layer him. So now we are back to the same stats. Don't crit. And this should be a nice, easy... one more. And that is it. That is our first real fight done. Oh, we nearly got 2 levels out of that. Now, this first gym better be pretty close by because the first level cap is level 14 and we are already at level 9. And seeing as I only have the one Pokemon, I don't have a way to make sure I don't overlevel, basically. So we have to be quick about finding this gym. There's 2 little Pokeballs over there. Unfortunately, this is not a randomized run, so I imagine they will just be basic items. Shall I play my favourite tune? Go for it. That did nothing. Okay, cool. Do you want to listen to my drums? Sure. I can't hear it because I have Halo playing, so sorry, mate, but my music is better than yours. And can someone please give me some free stuff? That would be very nice of you. And could come in handy. Benefit of having 6 Pokemon? Yes, there is. But unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. Come here. You have a Patrat. A free Pokeball. I mean, I'll take it. That's not what I meant by free. I have a habit of checking... what's this? Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Well, I've picked the Grass type, so... Okay, well, we are staying here till we win. Alright, I've won. Give me something. Okay, that was absolutely pointless. Yeah, I've got a habit of checking the bins. Because for some reason I always think there's going to be a leftovers in them. I always used to do it as a kid. And it's not really something I've ever got. I'm going to stop now, though. It's never really something I've got over. Right, new route. Hopefully pick up as a new Pokemon. Here's our mummy. Me and the Pokemon are getting along. Well, me and my one Pokemon is... Why would you phone me? You were right here. Give me your running shoes. I'm sorry, but I already have a pair that I've been using. You aren't a trainer. We're never remembering to come back for that. Let's see what we find. Next Pokemon is the little dog. A little Lillipup. Level 6, so it's already better than the Patrat. Oh god, I should have healed. The lair is a bit dodgy. We could be done with here, to be honest. Okay. First Nuzlocke done. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll see you around. No, I'm joking. let's start again. That was an absolute joke. So let's open you. Let's go in you. And round 2. We'll just pretend that was a warm up. That was a we can carry on with this, right? Because I'm always picking the same. Well, I'm pretty much always picking the same starter. Nothing's changed. Do I have all my rare candies? Yes. So starting again should be fine. Alright. Let's skip through all this. Right, I feel like this generation could be an issue. Let's hope not, though. Yeah, so that was just beginner's unluck. What a start, eh? Oh, let's hope this isn't a sign for this generation. Is this generation hard? If anyone knows, if anyone's watching, please let me know. It's clearly hard for me. So to commemorate our fallen comrade and to also mark that it is a new run, you are where the hell are my numbers? You are Cobra Point 2. And let's try this all over again. Let's get through all this. And let's go. Yes, 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 yes. If we do wipe again, I will have to find a way to wipe the save data. And I will try with the water type instead. And then if we lose again, we will then try with the fire type. But for now, we are going to try with this grass type. And we're going to try and make it work. Got our Pokeballs again, and now we have another chance at our first encounter. Let's hope we find that dog instead, or maybe a bird would be preferable. Let's see what we find. It is another Patrat, okay. And let's get this caught. What did I name the first? I named it Trap, right? Well, this is a girl, so this will be Trapette. There we go, there is Trapette. This one is a Hasty Nature, which is minus defense plus speed and has a runaway ability. The minus defense could be bad, seeing as the first one didn't have great defense either. So this could be a terrible nature for it. Let's see what we can do. Now we do have a bit of pre-knowledge now. There might only be these rats on this first route actually, so I think this first route is pretty much guaranteed a rat. We do know the first fight we have is level 7. So what I'm going to do is get some training done. Get both of these to level 7. And hopefully not kill this one this time. I've got plus speed, but he is still faster. Nice. Good to know. Our defense has been lowered. I can take another one, but we are not risking it. And there we go. That is Combra, .2, not Cobra. Okay, I don't know how or when I added that M. But that has now got his trusty Vine Whip. So we'll put that up top. Yeah, it's the same nature. Yeah. Of course it's the same nature. It's the same save. Oh. Let's get a nice little heal. Well, let's try and get this guy up to level 7. We can find the dogs on this route. Okay. I feel like I would prefer the dog. He does 6 damage. Is this generation crits double damage? I don't know, but we'll risk it. We survived. Please be a level up. Okay, no. This could take a while, unfortunately. Alright, level 2, this should be nice and easy. And there we go, we finally made it through our first fight without having to run back to heal. This is a level 4. I will try a tackle, see what it does. I did 6 damage again. We're not risking the crit, so we will switch. But I do want to be careful. I don't want to over-level for this first fight, because that seems a bit cheap. So I'm going to try to use Patrat as much as possible. Get ourselves another heal. Oh, that was nice damage. We can two-shot this. That's nice. There we go. Already this fight's getting a little easier. That was more damage than I was expecting. That might have been a crit again. We should probably stop speed through. Well, no, this is the first route, so I'm going to keep the speed up on. But I'm going to try to remember to turn the speed up off during most fights, really. Unless it's a very obvious, easy win. But then even then, something bad could happen. But we will risk it. This is now up to level 6. Now it says here it's capable of taking hits, but it's got a minus nature, defense nature. So, can you actually? Bite is stronger. Maybe it's not stronger with stab. Well, it won't be stronger with stab, actually. That's guaranteed. But I like the ability to flinch, or the possibility to flinch. So, yeah, we will keep that as the main main attacking move. Let's get on through here now, as we should be able to just see first bite, first flinch, get through that next fight without taking any damage. So you gave me a potion, didn't you? Yeah. Lovely. Go through here, talk to you guys again. Oh, sorry guys. A bit of a yawn there. There was nothing in that house, so let's keep going on through here. Go through the Pokemon Center again. Yes. You can heal my boys. Well, and girl. And we're already off to a better start, seeing as we've made it to the very first Pokemon Center, and we don't already have a dead Pokemon. Fantastic. Maybe this is the run, the blessed run. Let's pick up some Pokeballs. Get 6 of them. Get another 4 of you. The other guy just serves mail, so we are out. Let's go meet this generation's Team Rocket again, Team Plasma. Let's get through this. Yes, yes, yes. Now, Patrat isn't level 7, but I'm hoping with the fact that I have 2 Pokemon, I will use Patrat for a couple turns, get this ends Purloin down, and then hopefully not get crit and die again. And then switch into Snivy when I need to. He is faster. His attacks don't seem to do much. That we'll try a tackle now. See, that still does more than bite. Patrat might just be able to do this himself. He's doing about 4 damage, so even a crit shouldn't kill me. And that is that down. You're also now level 7. There we go. Heal up again. I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. I just keep yawning. I don't even feel tired. I've not been awake long enough to be tired. Right, you're both level 7. We'll go back to you. I've forgotten, but no one gives me items here, do they? So, let's keep it pushing. Speak to our mum again. And route 2. Let's find our Pokemon. It is a duplicate, so this doesn't count. I will try and get some free XP off you, though. You do a surprising amount of damage. Well, Divine Whips don't do as much damage as what I meant. We win this anyway, so that's that. Wasn't worth the XP. And the next Pokemon is another Patrat. So let's run away from him. Run back, get a quick heal. I know I've got potions, but let's not use them too early. And let's see if we can find... What was the one we found last time? It was that dog, right? Let's find that little dog again. Hopefully not get wiped to it. Here he is. Let's Vine Whip it. Has dropped my defense, so in case it does anything crazy, let's switch. I'm not sure if I can hit it again without killing, so let's just try to catch it. And it is caught. Now, it is a dog. I'm going to name you after my first ever dog, which was named... he was named Baloo after... Why have I just done caps? Baloo after the blue... what was it? The blue bear in the Jungle Book. My Halo soundtrack has stopped. So let us see if we can fix that. Let's save just in case our game decides to crash. That is that. And we are back. Okay, right. Let's have a look at Baloo. He's a hasty nature as well. Prevents the Pokemon from falling asleep. Could be quite useful. But I'm not liking these minus defense natures I'm getting. Baloo, I thought I'd put him up front, but clearly not. Let's take out this guy and fix that. There we go. Combra now. Should be Cobra, but Combra is now level 8. Let's put Baloo back up front. Pick up this. There's another potion. There's a free potion. Lovely. Before we come into that trainer, let's at least try and get this guy to level 5. Gonna use a Leer to make it easier on Trapette. Which should mean my tackle does more. Yep, a lot more. Jesus, this game is set on killing my Pokemon. Let's use that free potion. A level 4 Lilliput. 6 damage. Right, we're going to slow down because I want to see if crits do double damage or 1.5 damage. Dropping my defense by 1 shouldn't... Well, I'm faster actually, so I just kill it before it hits me anyway. And that is that. Finally. Finally a level. Older Sleuth, if we come across any early game ghosts. I've accidentally run into our first real trainer. Well, no, second actually. That guy N was a real trainer. You are level 7. So I'll bring in my own level 7. See what you go for. You went for a defense, so I'm going to do the same. To hopefully make it easier for Snivy. You have leered me. Let us Vine Whip you. We are faster. And we two-shot you. You look to two-shot me, but I'm faster. And there we go. Baloo's level 6. Alright, these early... Oh, wow. Wow. Such parkour. Parkour. These early... This generation is not... not looking to be as easy as previous ones. Which could be a challenge for me. Because I am not that great at Pokemon. Oh, we could have found ourselves a Purloin, actually. Don't know if that's any good. I don't know if that's better, but... Baloo is capable of winning his own fights now, and is level 7 himself. We have another one. And this way, you want a trainer. Are you a trainer? Yep. Let's see what you've got. You had a Purloin as well. Also level 7. So yeah, it was a good job I got everyone up to the same level. Growl is not defense, so we are fine. What did you just try to go for? Rest. Did I see that? Did that go for a rest? There's no way you have rest at level 7. You are now level 8. And also learn Bite. Nearly level 9. At least we get XP fast. Which could come to be an issue in regards to level caps. I think for now, I think Tackle is still strong. Yeah, Tackle is still stronger with the stab bonus. So let us switch that back to its main attack. So bite can be used if we do run into any early game ghosts or psychics. Starting to get our own crits now. Thank you very much. A level 7 Patrat. He is faster. That did 9 damage. So if crits are double damage, I'm dead. But if they are... Abide is an absolute pointless move. If they are damaging a hot... I'll tell you what. We are going to do a quick Google because I don't know which ones they are. Pokemon Black. Crit damage. AI is telling me it does double the normal damage of an attack. So, yeah, as I thought. Thank God I did not wait to find out the hard way. You are level 8 as well now, so we will switch back into Combra, keep him highest level. And you have yourself a little Lillipup. Right, Vine Whip is not strong. It's Tackle stronger. Look to be about the same, so never mind. Now up to level 9, nice. Oh, these are where these two items were before. That we saw from the first town, and one's a Pokeball and one's a potion. Expected. You know, these are the first routes, so there aren't going to be crazy items here just yet. But let's hope in the randomizer they are better, and not just berries like in the Platinum randomizer, which served zero purpose. Oh geez, oh, I was running through that. We have our first real rival fight with Bianca, who has 2 Pokemon now. One is a Lillipup. But knowing that, and Snivy is weak, geez, might be a risk even sending him in for Oshawott. But we're going to try and save his health anyway, just in case we have to. And a Leer is not great for me. I didn't check. I'm assuming you are a normal type, so Tackle is stronger than Bite for now. Double damage crit would kill me. So let's switch out. You lead me on the switch. But Patrat finishes the job. Now we have the Oshawott to deal with. Those settings didn't save, so we'll have to change the settings again in a second. I'm gonna go for a Tackle. I was thinking of a Leer just to make the Vine Whip even stronger for me, but 8 to 11 is 7, so if he crits, I'm dead. But I'm not sure if Vine Whip one-shots, so let's do a Leer and just pray we don't get crit. And hope we should be faster. And we should be able to take this quite well. That was a crit itself, so we can survive a normal one if this doesn't kill. But it does, not a problem. That should be a lesson though. We do need to heal our Pokemon. So maybe in this generation we... Although I'm seeing pavement above me. But we could also run into Sharon now as well. Sharon. So let's heal, just to be safe. You don't go back to the bag for a potion now. That is quite good, but that did make me waste one there. That's a nice change. Yeah, we are in the first city. Or the first real city. Who are you? You look for the gym leader? I am indeed. He is not here. He could be in the train. So this is the first gym. So actually, these two things at this. Yeah, it says so. Yeah. I was going to say it doesn't look much like a gym, but these two what would you call them? Those two ornaments outside the front door should have been a bit of a giveaway. But what was I saying? Yes, so this generation seems to be a bit harder, so we are going to stock up on potions, just so we're not running back to the Pokemon Center every 5 seconds. Now, you two are both level 9, so we'll put Trapette up front, and let's do some exploring. The trainer school. Anything in here? No, my Pokemon, they love them, yeah, whatever. Curious, they have called abilities, yes. Oh yeah, I didn't check. Did I check your ability? It is vital. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Right. Some moves are only TMs, yes. You can surprise Pokemon and stop its evolution, yes, I know that. Would you like to take a quiz about status conditions? Let's go for it. Hopefully you give me something. So here is the question. Which of the following items cures poison? Antidote. The item that cures paralysis is Paralyze Heal, but which of the following items wake up a sleeping Pokemon? Could it be an Awakening? Since you know so much about status conditions, I'll give you this. A Full Heal. That's nice, very early on. I'm looking for the gym leader. He was talking about Pokemon types until a few moments ago. Maybe you walk right past him. By the way, Mark, will you have a battle with me? I will, but don't be past level 9, or otherwise I'm going to say you're cheating. You got a Tepig out front, level 8. We are going to Leer it. Just in case we need to bring Lillipup in. You do 7, so a crit is 14, so we survive that. That was 6. So we survive a crit tackle or another crit ember. You used an orange berry. I'm not risking it now though. We'll go into Baloo. You tail whipped me. That is not friendly at all. This hopefully finishes it off. Yes. Purloin's up next. I do have a look. I forgot to change the settings again. Not that I was going to switch anyway. Baloo is still full health, and it looks assist. So maybe it wasn't rest. He went for that other trainer. Maybe it was an assist. I just saw it said something failed. Which, actually, yeah, a rest wouldn't fail. So, yeah, it would have to be an assist. Never mind, they don't learn rest early on. Ignore what I said previously. He did just give me some orange berries, though. I got 3. Perfect amount. They are all going on my Pokemon. And we are going to give that to Snivy. Yeah, Wendy. Why does it called hardcore? It is hardcore because I cannot use healing items inside of a battle. So, and also I need to change the settings. So the battle mode is also put to set, so you can't freely switch in and out when the opposing trainer is going to bring in a new Pokemon, also making it harder. But the main hardcore rule is you cannot use a healing item inside of battle. Held items are okay, but you can't... If a Pokemon's about to die, you can't just use potions or spam potions on it to keep it alive. That is the main difference between a normal Nuzlocke and a hardcore Nuzlocke. I want to get to this item. How do I get to it? Let's check this house first. Well, seeing as you're here, I will just quickly go over. This is my first time playing this generation of Pokemon. So if you see me going through all these houses, talking to everyone, it's because I don't know what gives me free items. Oh, okay, but the AI is still vanilla, right? Yes, the AI is still... This is just the vanilla base run. Just the run-of-the-mill black version. There has been no revamping of... Oh, a free Great Ball. There's been no revamping of the AI or their Pokemon or anything of that nature. This is just the normal game, no ROM hack. We are yet to do a ROM hack because, well, as I've stated previously, I am not great at Pokemon. What should give it away is this is actually my second attempt at the Pokemon Black Hardcore Nuzlocke in this very stream. And we have only been live about an hour. So yes, do not be expecting any ROM hacks from me just yet. Another free Pokeball. No, Dusk Ball. Is that a Pokeball? I think it is. Dusk Ball. Yeah. It's a free item here. X speed. Oh, well, yeah, so, and also hardcore, yeah, there's no items in a battle. So it's not just healing items. It's not just potions. I can't use X speeds, X defenses, any X moves either. Any X items either. Where this is a new route, I believe. I was reading chat. I completely missed. I've ran into a thing. Oh, okay. You're quite entertaining. Oh, well, thank you for that. When did you start streaming / playing? I started streaming either Friday or Saturday just gone. If you're meaning today, I started streaming about an hour ago. And I started playing Pokemon. Well, obviously, as a kid, I played Pokemon as a young kid. But then stopped playing it for years, moved on to other games like Call of Duty and stuff like that, and very recently came back to it in December. December just gone. So if you want to check my channel, I've got Nuzlocke runs of all the previous Pokemon games from Fire Red all the way up to Platinum, of a hardcore base run and a hardcore randomized Nuzlocke run as well. So if you do seem to think I'm entertaining, maybe if you've got the time at some point, check out those videos as well. Hopefully they're quite entertaining as well. And so far we have yet to hit the first gym. So you've joined the stream at a good time. You're here from essentially the start. This trainer is just full of rats, apparently, so... Oh, we nearly lost our first Pokemon there. The Oranberry did save me. And we should be able to take this out now. Oh, no. Okay, thank God it went for a Leer. And you are now dead. Yes. Lillipup. I'm going to bring in my own Lillipup. Show you who's the better one. Oh, that's nice. Are you only streaming on YouTube? At the minute, I am. For someone who's trying to do all this streaming and content creation and all that, I am woefully ill-prepared technology-wise. I don't know how to set up. I do have a Twitch. That's all set up and everything, but I don't know how to set up a multi-stream. That is something I'm going to have to look up and get done. Maybe in between this stream and the next, or I might wait until I've finished, until I either have to restart these runs or into the next game. But the plan is to stream on both, but for now, I only know how to stream on YouTube. Well, or Twitch. I don't know how to stream on both at the minute. Right, this is a new route, and I need a Pokemon, but I can't get one. Hey you, what was the first Pokemon you received? It was a Snivy. Then Pampor could be a big help. Your Snivy does not do well against fire types. No, you don't say. Do you want this? Oh, a free Pokemon. Yes, I'll take it. I don't know if it's any good. It can use water type moves, so there we go. All right, we've got our first water type. Nice. Give a nickname to Panpour. You are a monkey. Let's call you... You are a male monkey, so you are being Harambe. Rest in peace, King. Harambe, there we go, right. Let's check out this Harambe. Lax nature, which is up defense, lowered special defense. And a gluttony encourages the early use of a held berry. I mean, the whole point of like an orange berry is that it's used at low health. So using it earlier doesn't seem like a great idea. But it is also level 10 as well. So thankfully I don't need to do any training on it. And before, I did not mean to do this. Before I go take on that gym, let us do some more exploring. And hopefully level everyone up. And get them up to the level cap. Which the level cap for this gym is level 14. So we do have a bit of training ahead of us. And hopefully that means we don't lose any Pokemon. But knowing the way I play these games, I'm probably going to go in with one Pokemon or wipe. Oh, exploring's done. I'm not allowed any further. Okay, so we'll go back down here. Let's do some training. This is going to take a while. I do have the rare candy set up, so I can just go to the level cap, but I do want to level up the Pokemon naturally in the early game at least, because it shouldn't take too long, and as I previously stated, you get EVs, which, oh my days, pay attention. I just nearly died. One more Vine Whip should kill him though, yeah? Yeah, so the EVs are a hidden stat, which make your Pokemon stronger. Now, I am going to try to pay attention in this because I have nearly lost all my Pokemon to random crits now. So we need to pay attention to whenever people are using Leers and lowering our defense. Well, we should be okay against these wild Pokemon at least. Should be the key word. That went from 15, I believe, to 10, so a crit would kill. Let's bring in our new Pokemon. See if this is any good. You have Lick Water. You do have Water Gun already, so that's nice. Why choose Snivy? I mean, he's good, but why? Mainly because in basically every other run I've done, the first run I always pick a fire type. I am unapologetically a fire type simp, or a fire starter simp. So I figured this time let's mix it up a bit. I imagine there will be plenty of places like this where I can go fishing and catch water types, so the water starter is less important. And finding a grass type could be hard, so I figured let's go for the grass type. And also, he looks pretty cool. Come on. Our little grass snake. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I did look up all the starter Pokemon final evolutions, and his final evolution looks pretty cool. I do like the water type's end evolution as well, but as I say, I should be more than capable of finding a water type on my own. I need to get to level 14. So yes, this is going to take a while, unfortunately. I think after this gym, getting everyone up to level caps will take infinitely longer. So we will switch over to the rare candies then. But for now, let's try and get our starter Pokemon as many free EVs as we can. Very technical approach, I see. Yeah, for the first time, yes. Because if you go and check my older runs, there is no technical approach. It is just start the game, see what happens. The only time I do what some would call a technical approach is after I've already failed the first attempt at a base run. Before the next video, which will now be streams, before the next video, I then do a prep sheet of not just the gym level caps, but then like what Pokemon you can encounter on each route, if there's any way to manipulate that, like with repels and level maxes and all that type of stuff. But for the first run through of any base run, I do like to go in just completely blind and just send it and see what happens. So this is the first like base run I've done where the start at least has been somewhat thought out in the sense of which starter to pick and not just pick fire types. I'm starting to think you're actually already quite good. Stick around. I will unfortunately dissuade you of that notion very soon. I will misplay a lot. I will not pay attention a lot and accidentally get myself or one of my team members killed very often, unfortunately. Great even. I think you could take on ROM hacks. As I say, just stick around. I will change your opinion of me very quickly, unfortunately. I like it. So, for instance, in my last stream of my Platinum randomized Nuzlocke, I lost, I think it was 4 or 5 Pokemon in this, and like my main Pokemon. Like these weren't reserves, these weren't backups or anything. This was my main team. I lost about 4 or 5 of them within the space of about 10-15 minutes, and it was my fault. I was talking to someone in the chat, not paying enough attention, and I lost, unfortunately as well, I lost my Charizard, which nearly broke my heart. The crit thing is just bad luck. Very true, very true. As I say, this is the second run of this already, and I've only been live about an hour. The first run, I lost my Patrat to a wild Pokemon crit, and then on the very next route, I then also lost Snivy to a crit. So I had to restart within the first 15 minutes. So we are hopefully going to do a bit better, at least make it past the first gym. I need to get everyone right. We'll get everyone to level 12, and then we will train on the gym trainers. Because I'm assuming, or hoping at least, that they aren't level 14. I'm hoping it's just the gym leader that's level 14. So if I get them up to 12, they should be able to hold their own. Or at least not die straight away. This Lillipup is a bit of a tank, to be fair. Like, he has got some attack on him. I mean, to be fair, I know these Pokemon are severely under-leveled, but stronger than the Snivy, it seems. Just one-shot and everything, yeah. This little puppy might end up being the MVP. finish you off. What inspired you to stream, or who inspired you to? To be honest, there's no individual streamer that's inspired me to start streaming. It's always kind of been something that's interested me as a way to hopefully in the long run maybe be a bit more productive while I'm playing my hobbies. So I can feel a little less guilty about spending all day, you know, just playing video games. If I can do it and there's some kind of audience or some kind of entertainment I'm bringing to it as well, then it makes me feel a little less guilty. And then what inspired me to actually, like, finally, because I've thought about it for a few years really, gone back and forth and been like, it seems to be a fun thing to do, but I've never really gone for it. What inspired me to actually push the button and just go, let's start doing it, was I left my last job in December, and then while I'm here just not doing anything basically, I decided, well, okay, so in my last job, it was just, I worked behind the bar and it was very just, you know, same old, and the culture behind it was just not great. Like, I was kind of sick of being around alcohol all the time and drinking and all that kind of stuff. So I was lucky enough to get myself in the position where I could give myself a few months off with savings and stuff, so I'm not struggling. And then in that time off, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to try this and maybe hopefully never have to return to bar work. So I have a few months of savings behind me to keep me afloat, to keep everyone alive and happy, and let's hope we can do something in that time. But to concisely answer that question, no one really inspired me to. No one person inspired me to do it. I've thought about it for a few years. Put myself in a position to be lucky enough to give it a go for a few months. So let's try. Oh, okay, the routine and environment drains you. What? Yeah, massively. Massively. Don't get me wrong, I'm not someone who is like a teetotal type of person and, like, you know, alcohol bad. I do enjoy a drink myself. But I found working behind a bar every night and being around it every night, you obviously tend to then drink a lot more, and it's just, and then obviously you work in a bar, so you're working nights. So I wasn't seeing much of daytime, and then the time I was awake, I was pretty much always drinking, and it's not the best. So unless you actually own the bar yourself or something of that, just being a worker behind a bar isn't very rewarding, isn't a nice job. It damn sure doesn't pay well. There's just very little upside to doing it, really. And I think this is a lot more fun. I get to play games, and hopefully in the long run I get to support myself by playing these games. Now, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of that is luck, right place, right time type of thing. You're very foolish to put all your eggs in this basket, but you never know. You just never know until you give it a go. So here I am, giving it a go. And why I start, because I'm not really, as I said earlier, I played Pokemon as a child, stopped for years, and I've just recently come back to it. The reason for it really is these Nuzlocke challenges look quite fun. They make Pokemon a more fun game than just a mindless, just throw yourself at the game until you eventually beat it type thing. Like, there's rules, there's challenges. It's an actual challenge. And I haven't played them for years, so there are so many generations, so many games for me to catch up on. I thought it'd be a good idea to catch back up, get back into the scene, And the most important thing for me at the minute, my PC is not the strongest. So these kind of games are not heavy on your CPU or your GPU or anything like that. You don't need mass amounts of RAM for it. So I'm able to record, stream, and play the game all at the same time. And my computer doesn't set itself on fire. You sound such a sweet guy. Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm no monster or anything, but I wouldn't describe myself as a sweet guy. But I thank you for saying that, though. That is very kind of you. Don't get me wrong. I will take the compliment, but I am getting over this throwing myself at wild Pokemon for levels. Detect is better than Bide, at least. I'm taking Detect. Bide is a run ender in a Nuzlocke. But I am getting over this throwing myself at wild Pokemon for levels. I want to get to level 12 as fast as possible, and let's get this gym done. Try to play the newer games. I will eventually. It is just I'm going through the generations as they came out. So as I said, I started on Fire Red. I've done Heart Gold a few times. Spoilers in case you want to watch the videos. I have yet to beat the base run of Heart Gold, so that will be done sometime in the future, but I've tried about 3 or 4 runs now, and it's long. It's a very long game to keep failing at. So I then moved on to Emerald. That was a fun one. And then Platinum, and now we're doing Black and White. So the newer games will be coming eventually, but they will just take a while. I want to try to do the generations in order. And I'm hoping as well, as a bit of a like long-term type thing, is to, as I do every video on a new generation in that, you will be able to watch my progression of a few things. You'll watch my progression of learning to make the videos more entertaining, better editing and stuff like that. And then also gameplay-wise, as I go through the generations, you'll see, hopefully at least, you'll see me getting better at the actual game. So then by the time I'm done with the generations and the mainline games, I can then go into ROM hacks and not be what they call a lolcow at them. You say they're refreshing to play. They do look refreshing, but what I'm thinking as well is the newer ones where it's all open world and everything. I struggle to think of how you would do a Nuzlocke on them. Because obviously all the Pokemon are in the overworld, so I get to pick which Pokemon I encounter on each route, essentially. Whereas in these ones, it is a lot of like just potluck, see what happens. So those ones could be a bit harder to do, but then maybe I can think of like other challenges to do with them. Like something like, I don't know, complete the Pokedex in X amount of time or something like that. But that'll be in the future. I say any streamers or content creators you watch. At the minute, I am watching a surprising amount of Ludwig. Ludwig and Squeaks, who playing CS2. Which Counter-Strike I have never played myself, but watching them two play is very fun and entertaining. Well, not just them two. Obviously, there is Ray, Valkyrie, and Fusely in the team, and that little group is just very fun to watch for me at the minute. The banter between them is very entertaining. Besides that, I am outside of like gaming content, the biggest content creators I watch outside of that, like real life content, is easily the Sidemen. I don't know if you're British or not. I don't know where you're chatting from, but if you're not British, then the Sidemen are a the biggest, I think. I would say, well, I wouldn't even think, I'd say easily the biggest content creators in the UK. Is a group of 7 guys, and they are hilarious. So real life content is them, and then gaming content is usually Ludwig. Well, Ludwig and Squeaks. How about Pokemon content creators? It's not really something I watch. They've come across my channel. Oh well, my what's it called? They've come across my YouTube before. This is how I got the idea for the Nuzlocks, because I've seen videos of people doing them before. But the only like Pokemon content creator that I will safely say I will watch any video he puts up is Small Ant. Small Ant is my Pokemon guy. But with me now doing content as well, it's been annoying because he's got a couple of videos on a Pokemon roguelike that he's done. And I want to play the roguelike myself, either on stream or for a video. And I want the first time to be, you know, a legit first time. So it's annoying. I want to watch them videos, but I also can't watch his videos until I've done my videos on it now. And there is one other Pokemon YouTuber. Peachel. Because I remember I watched his Nuzlocke breakdowns of like other content creators doing Nuzlocks, and he like broke down like where they went wrong, what they did right, stuff like that. That was entertaining to watch because, you know, he's very, very knowledgeable about the mechanics and the games themselves. I know how massive the Sidemen are. Yeah, okay, good. Just checking, because you never know. You never know. And Poke Rogue, I think that's what it's called, yeah. That is that. I like it. I love a good roguelike. And I'm obviously enjoying playing Pokemon, so them being put together seems like a bit of a wish fulfillment. Right, last Pokemon to get to level 12. Don't take all day. Please. I forgot to check his stats. Or I forgot what the stats were. Physical special attack is quite good. But we will stick with Water Gun over Scratch, because at least we get the stab bonus. And then, 1 second, my music has stopped again. There we go. I highly recommend it. It's so frustratingly good. Okay, well, that that is like I say, I'm already excited to play it. So it is on the cards. The only thing I am a bit apprehensive about with that game is I don't know what generations of Pokemon it has. If it has all generations of Pokemon, or if it has like up to whatever generation. Because if it's got all the new ones as well, I'm even more lost than I already would be, because I don't know anything. Because didn't they introduce as well? They've introduced like a new typing, like fairy type. I don't know how all the typing matchups go anymore. Obviously, the normal ones, you know, fire, water, grass, electric, blah, blah, blah. I know how they all work, but I don't know what fairy interacts with. I don't know what generation Pokemon are what typings. And now there's also like region variant Pokemon that also have different typings. So if they've got all them, it is going to be a massive learning curve. It will be fun as well. So it is a learning curve I am willing to learn. But it is a bit daunting to think about. Right, this Pampo is at least easy to train. Do a quick little heal. Alright, come on. Last little bit. Last little bit. Come on, Harambe. Do it for your boy. These patch rats give no XP now. I think Gen 9, I'm currently playing it. Okay, which one is Gen 9 then? Because I think I know the order. I think it goes obviously from here, Black and White 2. And then is it X and Y, Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon? Or am I missing some? Obviously, I know you've got the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire as well, but they aren't like a new generation. They're just remakes. I'm having so much fun shiny hunt. You're shiny hunting. Jesus, fair enough. They have 3 variants and different rarities. Jesus, see, like shiny hunting. Fair play to you. That is something I cannot do. That I do not have the patience for that. So anyone who shiny hunts, well done to you. I think there was a part in one of my Heart Gold, Soul Silver Nuzlocke runs where there was one particular route just before Olivine City. I forgot which route, what number route it is. But on that route, I'd caught basically every Pokemon you can get there, bar one. And it took me about 15-20 minutes just to find that Pokemon. And that was enough for me already. I was already getting annoyed at that. So, doing shinies, fair play. And it's annoying because shinies are awesome. They look so, well, most of them look so cool. But I just don't have the patience for it. I could see, thinking about it actually, I could see maybe shiny hunting in the open world games. Because as you say, you can see all the Pokemon, so it's a bit easier that way. And then also, it's a little less boring because you can see so many different Pokemon just in the open world. And you get to run about. So maybe when we get up to those games, if we do those games for a different kind of challenge, maybe, well, probably won't do a Nuzlocke for them, so maybe I'll do a shiny challenge for them. But that, as I say, that'll be sometime in the future. What are we on? Last little bit now, I think. Well, no, we're only about halfway. Purloin, give me some good XP, please. The answer to that is no. No good XP. So, sorry. So, while I'm doing this, I might as well. So, you say you're shiny hunting. What shinies have you got so far? Or have you got any so far? And how long have you been doing it? Right, this little training montage has solidified it for me. We are definitely going back to using rare candies after this gym. But this can't be fun to watch either, surely. I think the only time training up on wild Pokemon would be even somewhat interesting would be in a randomizer where I can run into anything and I could die to random stuff. But in a base game, I don't think leveling up on wild Pokemon is enjoyable to watch. There is basically no danger besides crit, but if you manage your health, then you should be fine doing that. So I think we're definitely going back to rare candy, rare candy in till the max level. Well, to the level cap, obviously not to max level. Otherwise, I just have 6 Pokemon at level 100. It's not much of a Nuzlocke challenge then, is it? Alright, so let's get these last couple levels in here, hopefully. And let's hopefully not wipe to this first gym. Water is weak to grass. Let's get rid of this little rat. Why did that do? I outspeed, so that's fine. I was going to say I'm dead to another tackle. A Purloin. Right, well, we have to switch now regardless. Let's send in Snivy, who is supposed to be named Cobra, but I've accidentally named him Combra. Don't ask me why. The shiny odds is lower in the recent games. I'd see, definitely not then. Yeah, if they're even low, because isn't it like 1 in several thousand or something? If it's even lower, then yeah. I hate to break it to some people, but do not be tuning into one of my streams in the future thinking that I'm going to be doing a shiny run. If the odds are even lower, I'm not even going to attempt it. Right, we are now at the gym leader. I am not wasting another like half an hour trying to get to level 14. Let's get the rare candies up and running. Fury swipes. Is that better than Scratch? Not really, no. So we'll keep that. Growth gives me special attack, and Snivy is a physical attacker, right? I'll take it over Wrap anyway. Yeah, you're a physical attacker. But your special isn't terrible, so it could still be useful for something. Baloo is a physical attacker. And Trapette should be a physical attacker as well, right? Yeah. Learn Sand Attack. What have we got? Not over any of them. Okay, now let's start. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to lead with Baloo because I don't know what's coming. And Baloo seems to be quite strong for this early on in the game. You have green hair, so... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say you have green hair, so I'm going to assume you're a grass type. But you've got all 3 here. So, am I fighting the one that's weak to me? Yeah, of course I am. Well, you didn't start the fight, which was your mistake. I now get to lead with Harambe. First gym, let's go. Oh, let's please not wipe to the first thing. That isn't a fire type. Why are you cheating? Alright, let's go into our own Lilliput. Let's try and save Panpour, just in case. One more takes you out, right? Yes. Okay, right. Last Pokemon. Pansear. Fire type. This is why we saved... what's his name? Harambe. I forgot what the real one's called. What his real name is. In Sinnoh... I might be dead here. Is that strong? No. Okay. We're still switching. I'm going to try and get you as weak as possible with everyone else. Work up. You've just raised your attack and special attack. Okay, we might need to end this a bit faster then. Let's leer it. Try and get some... How are you faster as well? Haven't I got a plus speed nature? Or is this game just lying to me? Let's go for a tackle. Oh yeah. Oh, we've got this. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, that's it. Right, game. First badge, mine. Thank you very much. Shiny Ghastly and Squirtle. You got Shiny Squirtle. Oh, yes. Now, the Shiny Ghastly, I've seen this. I don't know about the Ghastly, but I've seen the Gengar. Isn't it one of those shinies where it's like... isn't it one of those shinies where it's just terrible? Oh, well, not terrible, sorry, but like very hard to tell the difference. Wi-Fi in Southeast Asia is so bad, I just want to rant. So I'm guessing that's where you're chatting from then, yeah? And JT Panda, you got this, bro. Thank you. Turns out I did have this. Which I was a bit worried about because I've said before, I was saying to Wendy before, this is the second run through of the Black Nuzlocke in the first 2 hours of the stream. So as you can imagine, the first one did not go well. So Wendy, saying you Southeast Asia, whereabouts? Whereabouts we talking? I was about to start naming places, but then realised I don't know which is where, and I don't want to look ignorant. So I'm just going to let you tell me. Right, so I do have the HM for cut now. I do also have access to super potions, but I have no money. I'm going to pick up a couple antidotes. And paralyze heals, which is what I do in every run. A few repels. Well, no, I'll get the repels later in the game. I don't have anything I can sell, right? These X attacks, these X items, sorry, I can because I can't use them anyway. And I've got cut, so who's going to learn cut? I'm going to assume the rat. Yep, straight onto you it goes then. We will get rid of... cut and tackle are about the same, aren't they? Yeah. So we'll just get rid of tackle. Alright, now I want to check that dream yard because I can now use cut. There was somewhere else I could cut earlier. But where is it? Where is it? See if I can remember. Let's put Cobra back up front. Oh, right here. Yeah, lovely. Anything useful here? There's an item. Free super potion, I'll take that. And a free great ball, I'll take that as well. Thank you very much. Alright, let's go check out the dream yard. And hopefully a new Pokemon as well. Don't say you want to... Okay, good. Alright, what's going on here? Just try not to walk into a door. Oh, there's a Pokemon just out in the open. We found you, Muna. Is this like one of the legendary, like mythical of this region or something? You don't really see overworld sprites unless the Pokemon's like a mythical. But maybe not, because if it was a legendary, I don't think they would be bullying it. Well, not grunts anyway. Is my chat sending latest for? I don't know. I've read that one now at 2:44 p.m. So whenever it is that you sent that, we are either that far behind or we are pretty close by. Obviously 2:44 p.m. UK. I just realised Southeast Asia, it's going to be a completely different time zone. Alright, let's finish off these two grunts. Let's not risk killing our starter though. Let's send Baloo in. Yeah, Baloo has got a good attack stat, it seems. He's doing more damage than Snivy anyway. Alright, so what the hell? We've got ninjas in this game. Alright, so I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this Pokemon isn't a legendary. Otherwise, I don't think those grunts would have been able to do anything to it. Team Plasma, Muna, Medicating showed us thinking, and it showed us something like a dream. I think I followed that. So Mushana evolves from Muna. So see Muna. Okay. I mean, I kind of gathered that that was its evolved form. The Philippines. Okay. Yeah, see, as I said, I was going to start taking guesses, but then I also wasn't 100% sure where everything is. So I wasn't going to start guessing and make myself look absolutely stupid. But in the Dream Yard, oh, there's shaky grass. What's in the shaky grass? An Ordino. Looks to be this generation's what is it called? Yeah, Clefairy. Oh no, Chansey even. Well, let's try and catch it anyway. Won't turn down free Pokemon. It is a bulky little boy though. So it could come in handy actually. In a dangerous situation, this could save us. Of course I crit it. Oh my days. Well, okay. No Pokemon for me here. And I could have found this thing. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Let's just run from this. I don't need this anymore. Oh, that's annoying. Well, that is the first route where we have dropped an encounter. Anyway, alright, let's brush it off. Let's keep it moving. Now, is that it? Was that it for this area? Why don't I go to Fennel's house? Because I don't know where it is. I missed an item. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You thought you were being sneaky, but I found you. Oh, damn, paralyzed here. I might as well just kept walking. From the Philippines, there's no snow here. Do you never get snow? Or is it just no snow now? Which makes sense because it's like summer. Well, nearly summer. Or is it just like a thing where it just never snows? Right, so the next level cap is level 20. So we've got enough time to evolve our Snivy somehow. Well, not somehow, eventually. I will give you the C gear. Infrared connection or Nintendo Wi-Fi. Well, that is going to be completely useless on an emulator. Like never snow. I mean, never. Really? Jeez. I mean, I can't say I'm a big lover of it myself. It's far too cold for my liking, but to never have it. Thinking about it, to be fair, to never have it, I might like that actually. I'm one of those people where I don't know if people have asked you this before, but if people go around asking, "Oh, would you rather be too hot or too cold?" Everyone always says too cold because you can warm yourself up. I am the complete opposite. I'd rather be too hot 24/7. So the Philippines might be a shout. If there's no snow there, that sounds like a good deal to me. I wasn't paying attention to what she was talking about. Did she say anything important, or was it just giving me this sea gear thing? I don't know, but I am going to try to get past you now. I should be fine. Yeah, alright, cool. New route, Route 3. This looks like it's going to be a double battle. I am going to lead with Baloo because he is a tank apparently. Well, not a tank, but a hits like a truck. We've got 2 purloins. This should be fine. We are 5 levels over. We should be fine with this. Yes, now we're down to 1. That was a crit and it did 11 damage. So a normal one does about 6. Oh god. Oh, you're going to want to fight, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Are we ready? Or are you over-leveled? Oh, you are the fire type as well, aren't you? So, Snivy is going to be useless here. Oh, I do have Pample. I already forgot about Pample. See what Water Gun does. Yeah, decent enough. Ember's going to do nothing. Yeah, it's alright. Why was I worried about this fight? It's nice and easy. I mean, you're right. In fact, there are so many Europeans here going for vacation, and sometimes they settle. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it. If it's always warm there, I would do the same, to be honest. You could get Drillbur in the upcoming caves, dust clouds, if you use Repel. Is Drillbur any good? Mitz? Mitsuyo? I'm calling you Mitz. Is Drillbur good? But thank you for the heads up anyway, but I don't know if that Pokemon's any good. So... I need to... Let's check this area. What's this? We found the daycare is early in this game. Jesus. I think it's good. Okay, right, thank you. I will give that. I will try to do that. I think I need to go back and get repels. Or do I have one? Or a couple? I have one. So I'm going to run back to the Pokemon Center / Mart. What have you done here? What have you just done? Did you heal me? Oh, legend! I'll run back and get some repels and we will try to find ourselves a Drillbur. Oh, no. Come here. Okay. Certainly better than Woobat. Is that a Woobat? I'm guessing is this generation's Zubat then. Yeah, Panda. Yeah, it'll be good for the 4th gym. Okay, thank you, Panda. Well, yeah, we will try to get it then. I'm going to take out these trainers first, get as much free XP as I can. Oh, Leaf Taunt. I've never heard of this move. The user attacks his target by the attack may lower the target's accuracy. 65 power. It is special. And I am a physical attacker. But I do also have growth. So I can supplement that if I need to. Let's give it a try as well. It's stronger than Vine Whip anyway, so... Leaf Tornado. Yeah, already I'm happy. Good move. $16, this I'm assuming is an evolution. Wait, what? No? 35 versus 65 with stab. You've just overtaken Vine Whip. And how have I not evolved? Don't starters evolve at like 16? Or 14? Like... I know it's 16 typically, but like I know there's a couple early ones. I'm guessing they've introduced later ones now. The cost of living here is really cheap too, to be honest. The monthly salary or average person here is about 240 UK money. Jesus, really? Well, seems like a no-brainer as well then. Well, I need to get my passport sorted, but as soon as I do, Wendy, you can catch me on the next flight to the Philippines. I've been paralysed, but I mean, it's a fire versus water. I'm fine. I am not dying to a fire monkey. And this lady in here heals me. I love that. I love that. Just random people healing me. I will take that. Did I fight you? Yeah. I said take this Hyper Beam. I thought it was just going to give me Hyper Beam then. I got so excited for a second. I thought I just got a free Hyper Beam. Don't get too excited. Finding a job here is hard. Ah, okay. Well, maybe never mind then. Well, to be fair, like I say, I still need to get my passport sorted. I do not have one at all at the minute. Well, not even at the minute. I've never had a passport. I have never gone abroad for holiday. And I'm 29 years old. Isn't that a bit weird? Right, takedown is 90 power, 85 accuracy. I'll take it over this because I've already got bite for ghost types. So I don't need to worry about identifying ghost types. This screams hidden item. See, I knew there would be a hidden item in here. I've played enough of these games. Is there another one? Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. Anyway, right. Right, run back to the mart, pick up some repels, and let's try and find a drill bur. So, either Panda or Mitts, do you know what level they show up? Or what level I need to be to repel everything? How many? I get 17. I'll have 5. 5 should be enough. And it's been a minute, so let me save. Wow, you're kind of youngish. Oh, well, I will take that. Thank you very much. I always say I'm getting old now because, you know, I'm pushing 30 nearly. Do you have a wife or kid? If that's not too personal. No, that's absolutely fine. I don't. I'll even give you more personal detail. I have nearly... what's the correct way to say this? Let me just double check. This is a new route, right? Yeah, so the correct way to say this would be route 3, yeah. I've nearly had 2 kids at different occasions, obviously. I think that's this is a duplicate. I can just get rid of this. I think that's the nicest way I can put that. A Bidoof. Oh, here we go. We found our first flying type. Just to play it safe, I will switch into Harambe. But no, and I've never been close to having a wife. No. Couple of long-term girlfriends in the past, but at the minute I am just enjoying my own peace and quiet without trying to sound too mean. What? Chill, handsome. Hold on, I don't have a webcam. I don't have a cam. I will, as I say, I will take the compliment, but right, we have our new Pokemon, our first flying type, which is this region's Pidgey. And what do I call it? I'm going to name him after good old Sam Wilson, and you are going to be the Falcon. Completely wrong species of bird, but yeah, it's close enough. Let's heal you up in our handy-dandy makeshift Pokemon Center. You could do with some levels as well. Right, let's check its nature. It's a sassy nature, which is high special defense, low speed. Is that useful? I feel like you want the bird Pokemon to be fast. It's got the ability Super Luck, which heightens the critical hit ratio of moves. That is very good. If I can find Aerial Ace, then I am happy. What is it? It's a physical attacker more than a special, but they are basically the same at the minute. Like, I don't know, you sound like the Playboy type. No. At the minute, I am the... I say at the minute. I've never been a Playboy type. Like I say, I have had past relationships of, like, fairly long term. Like I had a girlfriend for one of my exes. We were together for about. Acrobatics is better. Okay, we'll try to find that instead then. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, past relationship I've had was about 4 years, and then other ones have been like a year or so. So I've never really been a playboy type. I don't really jump, from one girl to the next. You can wait a second. I want this item. So yeah, no, playboy type is not me. Just at the minute, I am enjoying just being on my own. So kind of like the complete opposite to a playboy, actually. More akin to... Well, I don't even want to say this because they're not good people, but more akin to like one of those Reddit mod type people. I don't even want to say the word, but I think you can I think you can guess the word that I'm thinking of. But at the minute, and I'm definitely not one of them, by the way, but at the minute I'm going more that direction because I like peace and quiet. I like my own space. I like my own time. I like not having to... what's the word I'm trying to think of? I like not having to answer to anyone or worry about anyone or anything like that. Oh, okay. I see, just chilling. Yeah, literally just chilling. Sat here playing Pokemon on my lonesome. And I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it? And I am enjoying it. What are you? A free repel. Nice. I feel like someone's nearly dead. Yeah, Harambe. Well, I'm not going to need you for this next part, so let us... And I bought potions for a reason, so let's use a potion. We'll go that way. And now I've got to try and find this Drillbur. I'm going to stick you up front. I'm going to play it safe. And get this Falcon up to about level 14, so at least it's on par with the team. Don't want to over level. Okay, Pokemon's HP is fine, right? You're good to go? Yeah, mate, I'm fine. My Pokemon are fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's Team Plasma. Are we fine? Yeah, we're fine. We are in the cave, though, so we are going to hit a Repel, thanks to Mitz's recommendation. And let's take out these guys. I get it, don't elaborate further, you're so funny. Well, thank you. But yeah, I didn't even want to say the word, to be honest. I don't want that clip. I don't want the clip of me calling myself that on the internet. Alright, thank God we killed that, by the way, because that was going for Bide. So if I hadn't killed that then, I'd have lost Baloo. Let's go for you two again. We've been friends our whole lives. Sure. I met you about 2 hours ago, mate, but yeah, sure. We've been best mates our whole lives. Am I crazy, or is my Lillipup like super strong? Because his Tepig is the starter Pokemon, which are usually pretty good. And my tackles are doing more than his Embers. And one level difference should not make that big of a difference. Let's heal you just in case. Now let's try and find this Drillbur. Now, it said to use repels, but I don't know if I'm too high a level, or should I be using someone who's a bit of a lower level to at least have the chance to run into one. I don't know if anyone knows where to get the old rod as well. That would be helpful. Because I need to go fish for some encounters on some other routes. The pig is primarily a physical attacker, that's why. Okay, okay. I'll let it off then. I'll let it off. We have to run around and a dust cloud should spawn. Oh, so it's not okay. So it's like that shaking grass from before. And rod is post game. Rod, any type of rod is post game. So I'm guessing that's a Pokemon as well in the water there then. So I need something like that on land. Every single rod is post game. That can't be. Why? That doesn't make any kind of sense. I'm gonna run back and forth here. I can see everything here then. I'm gonna do it next to the entrance because I'm about to run out of repels. Let's go find some more. Well, let's go buy some more. Give me heal balls. I mean, yeah, fine. I'll take them at least. It's just one rod now. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's mad. So how come they've done it that way then? Well, what was the reasoning for getting rid of like rod tiers? Are they just sick of Magikarps or something? Alright, we'll pick up 10 repels this time. And hopefully we can find this Drillbur. I know my luck in these games as well. I'm going to spend all this time finding this Drillbur and either kill it before I can catch it, or it's going to die in like the first 2 battles after I get it. But we are still going to look for it. There it is, there it is. Come here. Or maybe not. I found a fire gem. What the hell is a fire gem? Fire, when held, it strengthens you to fire type moves. Only once. Okay, so it's not a super useful move. Item. Repel. I wish there was a way that you could like auto use repels when one fades. Let's try again. Found more gems. Right, so it's clearly not a guarantee, but at least we are finding them now. No old Pokemon until the post game, and the rod will allow you to catch some. That's why. Okay. Well, yeah, makes sense then. So, but that's new to me, like new info for me. There is 0 Pokemon from the earlier gens. So every Pokemon I'm going to run into is going to be a new Pokemon. Oh, that is going to be interesting. Well, that does mean I am not going to know what most Pokemon's typings are, which is going to make this harder and is, without a doubt, going to cause me to lose some Pokemon. Alright, I'm going to wait till these repels run out, and then after that, I'm just sacking this off. Alright, so we got 3 repels left. Oh, here we go. Ah, see, the game was listening. Always, always say stuff like that. The game is secretly listening to you. Right, let's try not to kill this and try not to die in the process. We should be fine. Say like 2 more tackles. As long as I don't miss. Yeah, see that even as a crit didn't really do anything. I'm not going to be able to hit a tackle to save my life. Okay, there's one. All right, we're not wasting any more time because I can't hit this thing at all, basically. Let's just start chucking Pokeballs at it. I've got an Ultra Ball. We might as well use it. I'm sure I'll be able to buy more later. Drillbur has been added to the Pokedex. It is a mole Pokemon. You don't say. Drillbur. You sound a bit like Bilbur. So we are going old Billy Redface. If any of you know that comedian, well done. If you don't, I would highly recommend checking out Bilbur. He is hilarious. There we go. We have our very own Bilbur. Well, Bilbur. Put the speed up back on. Let us get a nice little free heal off this woman in here. And let's take a look at our new friend. Lax Nature, which is plus defense minus special defense. I mean, at least he's going to be physically strong. We just have to be careful about special attacks. And Sand Force boosts certain moves power in a sandstorm. Okay. We want Mud Slap up top. You got Rapid Spin for... Oh, for Leech Seed as well. See, I knew it got rid of spikes, and I'm pretty sure it gets rid of like Stealth Rock as well, right? I did not know about the Leech Seed. Right. Well, let's finally carry on our journey. I love the names you're giving the Pokemon. Thank you. I'm honestly, it's just, I'm just going with the first thing that comes to mind every time. Oh, another evolution. Here we go. Our little puppy is evolving. How much you betting it's going to be ugly? Or it's going to stand up? I bet it stands up. I was wrong. He doesn't stand up. And he turns into a little terrier. Herder. I was fully expecting that to turn into like a normal fighting type or something. And it's got the Intimidate ability. Oh, yes. Yes. Such a useful ability. This is the same... Well, it doesn't matter. You are a duplicate. I'm pretty sure this is the same route, though. I think we're still on route... what was it? Route 3? I appreciate your sacrifice, by the way, mate. Your Pokemon will not be missed. Different grass, different Pokemon maybe. No, same old Pokemon. Oh, it's a okay. Well, if I didn't already have a Pokemon, well, what am I doing? I might as well just run. If I didn't... Okay, but right, we're going to try and keep that in mind for future routes because it gives me a chance of... Well, 2 chances at a new Pokemon and also one might be a duplicate. So we can guarantee a Pokemon. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. I've said that, and I guarantee I'll forget about it the next time it's available. I feel like there should be an item in that corner. Let's fight you. Yep. Okay, so I've just thought, going back to that Rod conversation. So the main reason I didn't pick the water type is because I figured it'd be so easy to find a water type in the wild. It might now be a little bit harder. Well, at least until I find Surf anyway. Well, I still think Snivy was the right choice. I think it... Oh, Jesus. Right, let's get Harambe out of here. Because I still think it's going to be much harder to find a grass type than it's going to be to find either a fire type or a water type. Because typically fire types have like a dedicated area. So, like the fiery path in Emerald. So I'm hoping there's one of those routes in this game as well. There better be, or I might have just shafted myself and I just don't get a fire type this game. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see, if he got all crits there, that could have been bad. We'll send in our new... what was it called again? Pidove. Let's give him a go. Not if you've been sand attacked though. I'm not playing those games. We will just keep switching. Yeah, I'll play the accuracy game. How do you like it? Not so good when the shoe's on the other foot, is it? I'll also go for my own Fury Swap. Okay, never mind. Let me just simmer down. Harambe's nearly dead. I do love that you don't have to keep going into the bag for a potion. That is such a nice little quality of life thing. Last trainer of the route, it looks like. Rock and roller. Well, this is obviously... This has to be a rock type, right? And it's got sturdy. Okay. Well, I think we've seen our first new rock type of the region. I won't heal him because I think it looks like we're coming either into a new tap. Whoa, what have I just said yes to? I think nobody knows. zero point in that conversation. Is this a new town? Yes, it is. Don't fight me. Okay. Oh, thank God. Diplex, yo, what's up, Diplex? How we doing today? You're a bit late to the party. We have started our Pokemon Black base game run through. You've already missed the first wipe. I lost within the first 20 minutes to a crit. So this is actually our second attempt at the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, but it's going a lot better than it did at the start. Alright, let's... We'll stay with... We'll get a few more potions, because our Pokemon's health isn't quite ready for super potions. I've got enough Pokeballs, right? Yeah. So we'll leave that for now. And now I've got a new town to explore. And hopefully some new items. Well, some free items, I mean. But Diplex, how are we doing today? Your day going okay? What starter did I choose? I chose Snivy, which might be a surprise. Oh, gee, what have I just... I'm not doing anything. Alright, read what people are saying, man. Do you have a Pokemon called Cottony? No, I do not. Would you like to trade it for a Petilil? No, I do not. Yeah, I chose Snivy, which might be a bit of a surprise for you, because you know what I'm like with my fire starters. But we decided to mix it up a little bit and go for one of these. Go for a grass type. Gym leader's highest is 20. Lovely, thank you. So we do have a bit of wiggle room to go do some training. But it's okay, I do have the rare candies anyway. Great song, mate. Great song. You battle Pokemon every day and play guitar. This is the gym, right? Archaeologist with backbone. Archaeologist, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you are a rock gym. Which should be great for Harambe and Cobra. Snivy's name is supposed to be Cobra, by the way. Just ignore the M. The M was a mistake. Anybody want to give me some free items, please? And also, can I speak to this lady? Haha, got you. This cafe has a special on Wednesdays. It's Wednesday today, isn't it? No, it's Tuesday today. Jesus Christ. Don't go into the museum and we'll fight you at the entrance. Right, thank you. Thank God I didn't go into there then. But thank you for that heads up. So before we fight N again... I've already forgot. Have I been in here? Useless items in this kind of run, so you will never see me again. That thing you have is Pokedex, yeah. Whoa, do I have a Snivy? Yes, you have Snivy, then I'll give you this. And you let your Pokemon hold it. Oh, Miracle Seed, lovely. You can go straight on to Snivy. And that should make my already seemingly pretty powerful Leaf Tornado, should make it even stronger. Check out up here. Gotta be an item, right? Nah, I knew it. I knew it. See, I've played enough of these games. Let's take on these guys. Oh! Rock Smash is a TM now? What? I mean, I'm glad. But why is it a TM? Do you not need it to get through the game now, then? I don't know who to put it on, so I'll wait for now. Oh, you're level 15. So we are seeming kind of at the right level here. Seeing as you Trapette has bite, right? So that should be fine. Yeah. There's got to be an item here, right? Is this a new route? I forgot to check. I was not paying attention. Harambe. Well, perfect opportunity to show off Falcon. So he's yet to do a single thing. Mega Drain's going to do nothing. Yep. Besides the cut tree at the beginning of the game, all HMs are optional and not necessary to complete the game. Oh, that is so nice. That is so nice. Of course, for exploring and encounters, you need them, yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone will be getting Surf anyway because it's... Well, I mean, it might change to this gen as well. But in the last gen, it was like 95 power, so Surf is a very good water-type move anyway. But the fact I don't need HMs is a very, very nice little change. So I don't need to bother wasting strength on anything. Whirlpool, well, you don't need Whirlpool for anything other than like Heart Gold. But that is nice. That's a nice change. I do. Jesus Christ. Rock and rollers are a beast. Water sport, no. I never teach any of my Pokemon the elemental sport moves. I just don't see the point. Now, before I carry on, I'm gonna go try and head back without. Yep. What have you just done? You healed me as well. Oh, this game is nice, you know. Right. This is obviously a new area. I'm not even stepping foot there. What route is this? Pinwheel Forest. Okay, so it is a new route. What's the route of Scraggy in this game? I don't know. Someone's going to have to... Hopefully someone in chat can help you with that, because I don't even know what a Scraggy is yet. So this is a new route. I can catch a new Pokemon. Try and keep that in mind before we run into any wild Pokemon. A little Timpo. Ah, you are like the Magikarp trainers of the olden days, aren't you? You've just got all one Pokemon. Yeah, you are. You fully are. Oh, Snivy, finally. Right, evolve time. Come on. Ah, there's a desert in this game. So that's where I'm going to find all my, like, ground types and stuff like that, I'm guessing. Scraggy is the coolest Pokemon there is. I think you'll find Charizard is the coolest Pokemon there is, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion, even if it's wrong. My opinion only. Yeah. Well, mine, unfortunately, is not an opinion. Charizard is indeed objectively the coolest. Alright, new Pokemon. Simple. No, I'm joking. I mean, I am very much a Gen 1er and a massive Charizard simp, but I do understand that a lot of people hate him just because he's so well liked. I used one when I played it the first time. I wouldn't say he's the coolest, at least nowadays. I'm going to choose to think you're talking about Scraggy there, Mitts. I will not allow Charizard slander in this chat. That was like a perfect crit. Right, we'll send Snive. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what his new name is. But we'll send Cobra back out to catch. The Aura Scraft he has is impeccable, though. You better not be bigging this guy up. If I get to him and it's like some really terrible Pokemon, I'm going to be disappointed. Charizard always the beast to see. Diplex knows what's up. He's been in this chat before. What do I name you? You are a tadpole. But I can't just name you tadpole. The only type of frog I can think of right now. Oh. And you're not green, but you're close enough. Kermit the Tadpole, which I'm assuming, well, it better evolve into a frog. Otherwise, that name is going to make 0 sense. But if we're going off the Poliwag logic, it should be a tadpole. It should be a frog even. What was there? There's nothing up there now. No items. No. Let's check out this area, and then we've got the gym to do. Simpole gets better once it evolves into his final stage. Okay, well... So, should I just switch out Harambe now? Or shall I keep Harambe for a little bit longer? Oh, Jesus. Please kill. I kill you before you kill me. So, yeah, that's fine. Seismitoad is quite decent, yeah. Is that the evolved form of Timpole then, yeah? And keep it. Okay. I will keep Harambe for now. Air Cutter is... slash apart. Critical hits land more easily. And with your ability, that is incredible. So this should be, hopefully, a crit machine now. And I'm not going to lose him just as I've got him. I do need to get everyone up to... Well, I'm about to do the gym, so it's fine. We can get everyone up to the level cap. Why keep it? The monkey line is the worst in that gen. Is it? That's a bit of a shame. I think it looks quite cool. I mean, his ability is useless. Encourages the use of held berries early. I don't think so. This is a wild Pokemon. We can just run. It's definitely stronger right now. Okay. So it's stronger right now, but by the sounds of it, it falls off very quickly. So keep it for now, but then like buy the next gym probably. Switch it out. Let's heal you. And let's put someone else up front for a second. Hopefully get some levels. We'll put old Billy Redface up because he is the weakest right now, and we can just switch him back out. It's definitely stronger right now. It's going to be useless later on though. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. So keep it for now and then switch it out. Switch it out pretty soon. You're a fighting type, right? You have to be. Oh god. Oh, thank god you survived. That was a terrible idea. We will bring... Let's bring Baloo out. It's been a minute. And I already forgot he's got the Intimidate. Yes. Big fan of this Pokemon. Maybe not with that kind of damage, though. Let's try a takedown. Much better. Finish it off with a bite. That is that. I kind of want to finish this area before I go. Before I go heal everyone up, but a few of them are a bit low, and I don't really want to waste all my potions. It's going to be useless later on though, yeah. And then Rich Dog. Is that in reference to Baloo? We'll send him back in for the attack cut. And then... But he's still going to go for the rock throw, so I don't want to send in Falcon. So we'll just send Cobra. Try a Leaf Tornado. Rock throw does nothing. There we go. Right. Are we coming to the end? Right. It looks like we loop back around. So we are done with this route, right? Take a nice little free heal off this lady. I just healed and I ran straight to the Pokemon Center just on muscle memory. Oh, you have the Drillbur now? Yes, yeah. We did finally catch one. It took a minute to find it in those dust clouds. I kept picking up useless bloody gems, but maybe they're not useless, but being one-time moves, they seem pretty useless to me. But yeah, we did eventually find one. And now the level cap is 20. So let's get that going. Metal Claw. I'll take it over Fury Swipes, to be fair. And try to remember that this is not very useful with special attacks. So we will physical only. Dig. Could be nice if we come across some electric types. We'll get rid of the... Well, it's special. So yeah, we'll get rid of Mud Slap. I was just talking about being a physical attacker. Alright, you're level 20. Cobra, level 20. We'll take a Leech Seed. Can't go wrong with the Leech Seed. It is... Do I want to keep Vine Whip for now? I don't see... No, I don't see the point. I've got Leaf Tornado. And if we find a... I've over-leveled Snivy. Oh. Right, well. he can sit this gym out. Hopefully he's not going to be needed too much. Although I did say this was the rock gym, right? So I'll replace him with the water type and we're fine. I'm not using workup. Bite for crunch, obviously. Yeah, what I was saying before I accidentally overleveled, if I find a stronger physical grass move, we'll just get rid of tackle. I do like having leech seed just in case something is like super bulky. And I can then use it to just whittle it down. Oh, Patchat's evolving as well, just in time. And it is a... Jesus. A watchhog. Oh, yeah, watchhog. Those eyes, though. I mean, I must admit, I've had some weekends where my eyes have not looked too dissimilar, but that is not an appealing looking Pokemon. Not that you should find Pokemon appealing looking, but you know what I'm trying to say. Roost is useful. I'll take it over Growl, seeing as I already have a Pokemon with Intimidate. So if I need to lower attack, hopefully I can use that. That is the plan anyway. Let's get Harambe up there. I'll take Bite, some decent type coverage. Take it over Scratch. And when do you evolve? Not at level 20. Right. Let's unfortunately... Let's, what was I just saying? Had a bit of a moment. My OBS, am I still recording? Am I still live? Yeah, I'm still live. Okay. That was weird. What am I doing? Right. That's thrown me off there. OBS was playing with me for a minute. Waterstone and yes. Yeah, right. I probably should have waited for someone in chat, actually. Well, there was no sensitive information on the screen, so you guys can see my YouTube thing. Doesn't change anything. What am I doing? That's completely thrown me off. Right. Timpole for Servine. Yeah, Servine, yeah. And a Waterstone is needed for that evolution. So that will be a while. Well, that'll be until I can buy some from somewhere. Rare candies into... Where are you? Into Kermit. And then we can check out this guy's stats and everything. Well, I can see his stats every time I level up. But we'll check out his ability and nature in a second. Aqua Ring, that's like, that heals you, right, doesn't it? You regain some HP on every turn, yes. Is it that useful, though? With me unable to use healing items, it kind of is, but is confusing something better. What's this? To use attacks target with a song, others can join in the round and make the attack do greater damage. Do they join automatically, or do they have to have this move as well? Well, see, Mudshot is useful for electric types, but I am weak to electric types, so is it that useful? Or is this a Quagsire situation? Does this become a water ground type? Are you live on other platforms? No, just live on YouTube. But it's okay, we're still live. There was just, I think I was misreading OBS or something for a second, but we're still going. Yeah. So is this Timpole a Quagsire situation that goes into a water ground? Because if it goes into a water ground type, I will keep Mudshot. But if it doesn't, I feel like Mudshot is a useless move for an electric type. A pure electric type, anyway. And I kind of like Supersonic, just in case I need to. Yes, becomes water ground. Right, cool. So yeah, right, Mudshot's staying. This round I'm confused about. Because does this just mean like like my team members will just help in general, or do they all have to have this move? Because the 60 power is pretty good, but it is also just a normal type move, and I'd rather have some healing. Or am I just overthinking this Aqua Ring and it's just not that useful anyway? You're just overthinking it? Okay, well. I'll just get rid of round. Screw it. It is holding a berry, and I forgot what Prison Berry does. So let's take that off real quick. Prison Berry recovers from confusion. Kind of useful. Put this Orange Berry on Harambe. Recovers from sleep and confusion. Well, we'll leave them. Anything gets confused, I'll just switch out. And now we are time for this gym. Well, no, I've got to take on N first, haven't I? So let's fight N. And let's see what he's got now. So he started with a Purloin. He's now got a Pidove, which I can't hit with this. Yes, I can. I've got Metal Claw. Yeah, you do nothing to me. My attack is now lowered though, so... Well, I'm definitely switching out with this anyway. This is a perfect target for Cobra, but I'm an idiot and was speeding through the levels. So let's just hope. Yeah, that's fine. And Timber. You like to go for Rock Throw, so we are not risking sending in Falcon. Jesus, okay. That isn't... I mean, well, if it's a crit, we don't survive, but is it worth the risk? Well, it didn't go for rock throw, actually, so we will send in Falcon. Focus energy is not great. Give me a crit. Give me a crit. I've got the ability and a high crit type move. I think that... I was going a bit fast there, but I think that said crit. One last heal up, and let's get this gym done. While I'm doing this gym, I've got to think of who would be the potential sacrifice. I think, seeing as you guys are saying, that's a Dragonite, right? This skeleton is of a Dragon-type Pokemon. Yeah. That it had an accident while it was flying around the world, and so it became a fossil. Yeah, that's a Dragonite. Has to be. There's an Armaldo. Also, if we got all the... That's pretty cool. If we got all the gens here. So, Dragonite's Gen 1. I don't know what that is. Yeah. That's Gen 1. That's the meteorite from Gen 3. Armaldo is a fossil from Platinum, I believe. Well, like Gen 4. Bones that were once carried as weapons by a certain kind of Pokemon. Cubone? Okay, so we're just missing Gen 2 then, yeah? I don't know, maybe I'm missing some references. I'm not an expert on Pokemon lore. Well, that's fossil from Gen 4. That's a Dragonite. That's Gen 3. Those sound like they're Cubone and Marowak bones. This mask, I've got no idea. And a plate with an unknown script seems to be... Well, I found a lot of plates in my Pokemon Platinum randomizer, so maybe that's a Gen 4 reference as well. Anyway, let's do this gym. Stop wasting time. Let's just go for a few digs. We do have to be careful about XP though. Unless I can just fight the gym leader. Is that you? What the? Sure. Not the book yet. Alright, so I'm looking for a book. All changes to the gym, use normal type. Okay, so this isn't a rock type gym. So losing Servine is not terrible right now. Now I'll explain the gym itself. In this Pokemon gym, if you answer the question hidden in the books, you can move forward. For your information, the first book is Nice to Meet You Pokemon. Okay. Children's books. Nice to meet you. There we go. It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met Pokemon first time in his life. He is with a small brown Pokemon. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each one of them is a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? Well, that was a Patrat. Biology of Patrat. I don't care. I don't actually care about their biology. Second question. Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What? Torkoal? No, but Torkoal... But Tepig doesn't... I'm confused. Is it you? Flame body burns and it gives us smoke. The structure of a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of an actual Pokemon. And you still want to fight? We've got the damn Riddler over here. Let's dig you. See what happens. Not as strong as I was hoping. Let's try and farm for some attack boosts. We don't need one. This last one should do it. There we go. I was thinking of an actual Pokemon. Of course, it's a train. Third question. If you heat it in a pot, it will be delicious. Well, that'll be that, this one, right? Sweets for Pokemon. There you go. So the last one is... We started on that one. It's got to be her then. Let me just... I don't need to heal. I have potions. There we go. Right. Yours is the only book I haven't read, so I'm guessing it's you. We'll dig. Oh, Jesus. I'm about to overlevel you as well. Right. Let's spread some XP. I'm just going to bring everyone in. And then everyone should get like 5 XP. And hopefully Drillbur doesn't overlevel then. Right. Don't overlevel. Don't overlevel. Alright, yeah, cool. Alright, yeah, we'll stay in with this one. Finish this. Give me that. Sure. And also, I've just thought these are all normal types. Someone's learning Rock Smash. Who would be the best to have Rock Smash? Baloo. Get rid of Tackle because we've got Takedown. Which means I have the Intimidate ability, so your attacks do less on the first Pokemon. And I've got a super effective move. This is the plan. We are still going to lead with Drillbur. So I can switch into the Intimidate on something that needs an attack drop, which might be actually this. Because dig is not going to do anything to this now, is it? I do go first, at least. Not terrible damage, actually. I'm faster, so I go under. This should put you in heal range. Oh my god. I mean, you took yourself out, but Jesus Christ, man, we nearly lost Billy. Oh, Billy Redface. Right, Baloo, save us. For the love of God, save us. What am I going to do here now? He's dead to another one, so... I see, and nothing. You still have supersonic. I'll bring in Falcon. It should resist. Retaliate. Oh, you just put me to sleep. Fine. Well, we'll try. I mean, it resists, but it still does a decent chunk. I'm dead to a crit, but I survive another normal one. But seeing as you have that crit ability, I do not really fancy risking you to a crit. I'd rather... Harambe is the sacrifice. That was the plan anyway. So, try and get 2 layers off. We'll just let you go down now. Get 2 layers off. We have lost the Panpour. We go for another attack drop. And now go into our own Watchog. Stupid bloody hypnosis. Well, I've got a hypnosis. Right, wake up. Wake up. Wake up early. Wake up early. Come on. Oh, see. 2 attacks. Oh, no. Oh, he's so dead. Wake up. Okay, he's dead. Right, we have to switch. We have to switch. There's no chance. Because if he touches me now, I die. So we have to switch. Oh, my... Is this a wipe? Have I just lost? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Oh my days. Now I just have to stay in now because anything coming in now dies on the switching. Right, thank God. Don't wake up first turn. Do not wake up now. That's 3 attack drops, so even if you do, actually, we might be okay. We got a defense drop again. Yes, yes, you're dead. You're dead. Yes, come on. Never worried. Never worried. Oh, come on, guys. All part of the plan. All part of the plan. Second gym. Second badge. Ein. I was never worried. Never worried. Well, that is it, folks. We've been streaming for about 3 hours now. So I'm going to call it here for this session. We've got ourselves our 2 gym badges. We've only lost the Harambe, who has been sacrificed in every timeline, apparently. But that is it. And I will be back later this evening, probably in about 2-3 hours. And we will go again. So I hope you've enjoyed this first start into the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, Hardcore Nuzlocke challenge run. And hopefully I'll see you all later.